Hi, I'm Carol Metters from the University of Alabama at Birmingham. And yes, that was me on national TV with Katie Couric on the Today Show. Richard Yount made me include that because he seems to think that my SACRAO experiences prepared me for the national limelight. And oh yes, if you happen to watch a biography on A&E on Kathy Lee Gifford, well, I'm on that too. I went to New York City last September and I was on national TV, not once, but twice. I had the pleasure and privilege of serving SACRAO as president for the year 1991-92. The annual meeting for that year was in Birmingham, February the 9th through the 12th, 1992. Ironically, in the year 1988, I had put in a bid to have the conference in Birmingham, and I fully expected to become the local arrangements chair. But a few things happened along the way to change that, and I had the opportunity to preside as president in my hometown. First and only time that I think that has ever happened. And because it was in my hometown, I was able to include my parents. They were able to come to the conference and meet my friends and colleagues. Jerry Smith of Jacksonville State University served as the local arrangements chair, and the program was coordinated by President-elect Dave Stones of the University of Texas at Austin. It was an outstanding program, and it was a pretty good thing that it was, because besides the program sessions, our conference attendees had calls from the shopping at the Galleria Mall. There were over 200 shops that they could go to that was located next to the Winfrey Hotel. And oh yes, we did not have a blizzard or ice storm or other significant weather problems. The Moses Conference during my presidency was held the previous July 14 through 17, 1991 in Atlanta, Georgia. The conference had taken a sabbatical the previous year so that we could review the role and scope of the conference. We wanted to revitalize it and provide the necessary organizational structure for it to continue to be a viable offering for the association. The program was excellent and introduced us to Windows applications and many other of the latest technologies. The local arrangements and program committees did an excellent job. They were headed by Bill Leslie, Annette Satterfield, and Joe McIver, all of Georgia Tech. Some of the noteworthy things that occurred during the year included the following. At the beginning of my term, the United States had been involved in the Desert Storm crisis in the Middle East. So some of our time was spent supporting students, faculty, and staff who were serving or whose families were serving in the military at that time. Fortunately, that crisis ended very quickly. For the year, we had 2,839 individual members from 619 colleges and universities. SACRAO won an ACRAO award for the Best State Regional Professional Development Activity for the Moses Conference. Activities in the area of what was then called Equal Educational Opportunity, or EEO, continued to increase, and our database of information to identify members was completed. Many of our schools experienced disastrous budget cuts that resulted in numerous changes to our conference program. Dave Stones and his committee did an excellent job holding things together. In spite of all the budget and travel cuts, we had over 600 members attend the conference. Birmingham's central location permitted many members to carpool, and many even paid their own way, which I think supports the fact that the conference provides the kind of professional development that our members need to better perform their jobs. At the business meeting, we adopted several resolutions. One was approved to support the bid for the National ACRAO meeting to be held in New Orleans in the year 2000. This time and location was not in line with the ACRAO site rotation plan, but SACRAO's strength was evident, and the ACRAO board approved it and cited our resolution as being significant. Another resolution approved by SACRAO requested that the NCAA permit each college or university certifying officer the opportunity to call the NCAA Legislative Services Office for interpretive questions. This resolution was then adopted by the ACRAO board, which recognized SACRAO for its leadership in this area. Again, SACRAO spoke, and we were heard. We also adopted the model statement on what is an official transcript. This was designed to educate those receiving college transcripts, primarily employers, to help deal with the problem of academic fraud and the misrepresentation of credentials. We had previously approved an increase in the membership dues, and we were able to report an improvement in the budget. Financially, we had been doing well. However, profits from the annual meeting had been subsidizing the regular activities of the association, and because these profits were neither planned nor guaranteed, We wanted to be sure that the association remained on a good financial base for the future. Our treasurer at that time, Joe Ruth, did an outstanding job making all that work. We approved additional membership categories for educational agencies such as higher education governing boards, corporate members, and graduate students. We also arranged to have a regular article on legal issues as part of the SACRAO newsletter. I had the unique opportunity to serve on the executive committee in several different positions for 10 consecutive years, from 1983 to 1993. During that time, I saw many improvements to the organizational structure of the association and the resulting services and benefits provided to our members. I cherish the professional opportunities and personal relationships and friendships that resulted from my work during those years. Congratulations, SACRAO. Happy 50th, and thanks for the memories.